Boom! What's going on, guys? Energy News Beat, episode number 163, here on this gorgeous Thursday, November 19th, 2020. As always, I am your humble correspondent, Michael Tanner, joined by the executive producer of the show, the purveyor of the show, and the director and publisher of the world's greatest website, oilandgas360.com, Stuart Turley. How you doing today?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we got a packed show.
We have a wild show for you guys lined up today. First off, natural gas stocks increase. Holy smokes. Remember when we were jumping around for $3 gas? Yeah, it's $2.50 now. New Alaska Energy Fund raises some money, so we'll be seeing some drilling in Alaska. Tapstone buys Chesapeake assets. We'll check out all that. Stu's got some crazy stuff in the international news desk. Equities markets are always nuts, especially with cases rising. But first, guys, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, Oil and Gas 360/Intercom. Hit that pesky subscribe button. Do whatever make the algorithms go nuts. Stream us all day, every day. We really appreciate all the support. On the equity side, bulls won today. I mean, it was pretty interesting. We've got COVID-19 cases, 161,000 7-day rolling average, and Nasdaq up 0.8 of a point, 0.3 of a point on SPY, 0.2 of a percentage point on the Dow Jones. Just unbelievable. All of the bearish fundamentals, but then the market bulls continue to win. That's the same on the crude futures side, 42.08. That's that's a 1/10 of a percentage point on the upside. Really, it's the vaccine news that's driving oil and gas stocks up. Back into the curve stays fairly flat. 1/4 of a percentage point on the downside, 43.32. That's a flat curve. Holy smokes. Front end of the curve, 42.08. Back end of the curve, 43.32. Talk about that. Natural gas down 4.3 percentage points, $5.59. Again, guys, 31 billion cubic increase in what normally is the draw season, really driving prices down. Back into the curve, hated that too. $2.80, 3.5 percentage points. I'm keeping a running list of everybody who called $4 gas, and we're going to hold a show. One of the shows, we're just going to hold a funeral for everybody who thought $4 gas was something. We'll play some ominous music. Because trust me, I remember who they were. I know who you were, guys. You were all calling $4 gas, $2.59.
Is this where we play Elton John's Funeral for a Friend?
Yes, and we wear black on the show. I'll put a tux on. We'll read a eulogy. We'll do it upright. What doesn't need a funeral is the XOP contract. Up huge over the past couple days, 2.4 percentage points today, 52.57. OIH is another good day, up 2 percentage points, 143.12. On the downside, though, some of the numbers we got: Cosmos Energy 3 percentage points, Natural Resource Partners down 6 percentage points, Marine Petroleum Trust down 3 percentage points, and Gulfport off bankruptcy down 9 percentage points. On the upside, wild numbers: Permarock Royalty Trust, after announcing a dividend yesterday, up 25 percentage points. Valco Energy up 31 percentage points. High Point Resources up 65%. That's just, I mean, they're in bankruptcy. They're about to get plied by Bonanza Creek. Obviously, somebody like that, investors like that, I wouldn't trade that. If I were you, I would necessarily avoid that, guys. But before we dive into the international news, this show is powered by Data Gumbo. We love them over there, and they are an award-winning technology company with customers all around the world who build, manage, and automate their own smart contracts. Data Gumbo's smart contracts offer a new approach to commercial relationships, one that not only reduces friction to streamline operations, but also increases transactional certainty and cost savings. Every transaction is accurate and certain, touchless, automated, and powered via the Gumbo Net. If that doesn't make you subscribe, I don't know what will, people. Check them out, www.datagumbo.com. We love them over there. Stu, what's on the international news desk today? Well, buckle up.
Buckle up. We're going to start off in Canada. And we got a report up there. I got to give a shout out to the folks at BOE. They do a great job up
love
there.
Them. Terry Edom's a writer there. We love him. We've had an energy expert interview with him.
Oh, absolutely. From their BOE well map, they have 583 active wells right now. This is a big difference from last year, 1,920. All right. Here's a test for you, Michael. Here's a drum roll. Okay, 2018. What was the number?
Oh, how many? What again?
How many wells? How many rigs?
Oh, I have no idea. They probably had 25,000 wells.
No, 7,445. So, okay. Yeah, ding, you're out. Okay, moving right on to Saudi Aramco.
So I don't win a minivan?
No, you don't win the minivan.
Dang it.
Okay, moving right along. Climate action. You got to love this. Michael, what's a few trillion between friends? So Climate Action 100 is got large investors, and they have 500 investors and
Okay.
47 trillion in assets, and they're going after the management at Saudi Aramco. I just think
Yeah.
it's, oh my gosh, these additions present a strategic opportunity to curb emissions. Look, kids, never mind. I don't know what to say on this.
So you're telling me a $47 trillion investment company is going after what is a multi-trillion-dollar corporation?
Yes,
Oh,
and
this will be
it's just,
fun.
oh, absolutely. What's a few trillion between friends? Good Lord, kids.
Stu and I volunteer to be the mediators between them.
Oh,
So, and we
uh,
we only charge like 10, 15, 20%.
I'm going to be partial to Saudi Aramco because they do try to do clean oil. We'll leave
I'm
that.
just partial to whatever side's going to pay us more.
Oh, well, you got me there. Okay, back on. Here we go, rolling BP. Okay, BP is taking the management. They're going this way. They're going green. They're going fresh. They're getting
Yep.
out of oil. They backtrack on 3.2 billion in Brazil in their offshore acquisition. Here's our graphics department. Take a look. Holy smokes, Batman. It is right down here in South America, and it was part of the Devon Energy's Latin portfolio in the Brazilian area.
That was a
Oh,
2011 acquisition, right?
that is correct, and they're backing out of it. $3.2 billion, man.
I mean, it makes sense though with the way BP's going. Not that I saw this asset being sold, but when I saw this headline come through, it goes right in line with what Bernard Looney and his executive team over there has lined up. So I can't say I'm totally surprised.
Now, their stock was down 3.3% in London today. Nice vote. Sorry. All right, I'm done.
That's all you got on the international side for the day?
I got more, but I'm done.
Yeah, before we get ourselves in trouble. On the U.S. sales side, just a couple things real quick. First off, a rare, as I mentioned, natural gas down 4 percentage points to $2.59. That's off the back of 31 billion cubic increase in and that means injection in terms of how much natural gas storage we have. EIA drops today. Brutal. We're in what should be normally draw season. We only saw 7 last week. We're 234 billion cubic feet above what our 5-year average is, and another increase this week, like I said, of 31 billion cubic feet. Not good. Really bearish, driving prices down. That's one of the few markets that, natural gas that's reacting to a lot of these bearish fundamentals. It'll be very interesting to see. I'm expecting crude oil to whip snap back, but I could be wrong here. I'm generally a perma bear, so I generally tend to get on the back of these bull rides fairly not quickly. Two other things real quick. 2021 Alaska drilling program, 88 Energy has just raised $10 million in Australian money from investors to go ahead and drill on the north slope of Alaska. So obviously, even with the new, what this tells me is that regulators who work in oil and gas and lobbyists who are paid millions of dollars to predict whether the policies and what the regulations are going to be. No one's fearful that Biden's going to really crack down on whether it's Alaska, maybe some of this federal land, but this seems bullish for oil and gas to me. I mean, $10 million to lock down up on the North Slope in Alaska. ConocoPhillips has come out and said they're not shutting down operations. They're not fearful that this new Biden administration will come in and shut them down. So, it's interesting. I like seeing the capital run, and hopefully there, a couple of people there get employed, because that's really at this point what it comes to. Following, as we all know, the largest bankruptcy that's happened so far this year, Chesapeake Energy, they finally, in midst of their bankruptcy, have sold a massive Oklahoma asset position to Tapstone Energy for $131 million. The sale includes more than 700,000 acres covering a wide variety of producing formations in both west and northwest Oklahoma. Tapstone is an oil and gas operator focused in the Anadarko Basin in Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas. Its core assets are actually in the Stack Play, aka the Sooner Trend, and then also in Canadian and Kingfisher counties. This is going to synergize very well with them. And as part of, as remember, the Chesapeake's wiping out $7 billion in debt here. So, talk about a pretty intense swing here. I think this is actually a good deal for Tapstone. This is very synergistic locations to what they have. Now, it's all natural gas. all natural gas, and the outlook on natural gas for me has turned bearish in the short and the long term. I have a hard time seeing $4 gas, as you heard earlier. So it'll be interesting to see. But I like this sale for Tapstone and Synergistic. I think they can operate these at fairly break-even points here, and hopefully it at least get some more jobs higher. Stu, do we miss anything on the show today?
No, but I want to give a shout out to my granddad. He was he was one of the chief geologists that brought in the North Slope and actually discovered it a long time ago. So shout out to Lauren L. Ware, one of the founding geologists of the North Slope. Great show. Thank you, man.
And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Let you get back to work, finish up your day. Join us tomorrow for our final show of the week. Get your hall pass for Stuart Turley. I'm Michael Tanner. Thank you for checking us out on the world's greatest website, oilandgas360.com. We'll be back on the Energy News Beat tomorrow. See you then.